Good afternoon, everybody. I hope everybody is fine today. I thought I'd hop on here and I could craft a little bit and talk and I don't know, just chit chat a little bit and show you the wreath I'm making. I need to make other things too, and I know I made my Easter bunny things, and I was gonna make, and I'm still planning on making flower, a big flower out of the big mesh, but I've got to find more of the little butterflies that you can, the little gems, if you know what I'm talking about. And I haven't been able to get to the Dollar Tree to do that, so we're not going to do that now. And I've got to find a middle. You guys can watch me do this if you want to learn a little something, maybe do a little. I know you can't get out. You can order this online. You could order it and have Dollar Tree deliver it to your door. If you can't, I wouldn't go out and get it. I was looking on the news today. Well, no, I wasn't looking on the news, but I get this, like, if there's an update to something on one of the news stations, it'll come across on my iPad and it'll kind of make a noise, like if the weather. And it said that Illinois got an A. How they figured this out through people's cell phones, which is kind of creepy. Um, but Illinois got an A on the social distance. I have a hard time saying that, so don't distancing um, thing. And as a whole, the United States got a B. So I'm trimming some of these off as I go. This is not going to be that great because it's for me. And if you don't get real close, you won't see all the mistakes. But anyhow, Illinois got an A, which I guess that doesn't surprise me. Um, luckily, not luckily, I feel sorry for the people in Chicago because a lot of that is where it has hit. And same as New York, that's really been hit bad. And my sister, she lives in Sacramento, California, and oh boy, talking to her she's a year and a half younger than I am. She's lived out in California for a a long time, and she's had to take an early retirement because she has a problem. But anyhow, she lives in Sacramento, and she's one of those people who don't listen very well. She doesn't like people to tell her what to do. She worked for the state for many years, and so she took an early retirement, and so she called me, and she gets on Facebook once in a while. But I guess my older brother who lives I'm from Indiana originally, Indianapolis. And no, that wasn't a cough because I'm sick. It was just a cough because I had my water here because I have allergies and my house is dry. Anyhow, she called me because my older brother called her and she hadn't talked to him, and this is not getting easy. I hadn't talked to him in a long time, and she didn't understand. She thought I had talked to him and told her to call him, or told him to call her. I wouldn't do that, but anyhow, they have it really bad out there in California, and she doesn't listen to the news at all. She doesn't listen at all. Her husband is furloughed from his job because he's a non-essential worker, and of course my sister, who worked for the state, would not have been furloughed because she was a caseworker in like I don't know what they call it out there in California, the state aid programs. And anyhow, I think they call it Medi-Cal. But she didn't work for them. She just took care of some of those cases for like SNAP benefits and things like that. But anyhow, she would not have been furloughed. But before that, before she had that job, she worked at the University of Northern California. And so she probably wouldn't have been working with that job. But anyhow, so I haven't been listening to the news. I've been trying to stay away from it because it really makes me nervous. I want to watch the movies. And actually, if you guys didn't know about it, if you have Xfinity cable, we have to have it down here because we can't get a signal, satellite, any signal, not from AT&T or any of those places. So, but until April 19th, you could just, if you have voice command in your remotes, in your remote, then you could just, or even if you don't, you could find it, but you could say free, and all the stuff that they have on there is free, which is Showtime and all their movies. And there's a bunch of movies and a bunch of shows that you wouldn't normally be able to get free, that you can get free because of this COVID thing going around. And yeah, so try that. Just say free, and there you go. And I saw where they have, now this might not be everybody's cup of soup. I watched it and I loved it, and it was Dexter. We didn't have Showtime, we got it on our Fire Stick, but I liked the movie. I liked that series. It's on there. I could watch it again. It was really good. And oh gosh, sorry about that. Earlier I was sneezing and I thought, no, I can't make a video. I'm sneezing all day long. But anyhow, you might try that out if you have Xfinity or any cable company that you have. I'm sure that they would have it. But anyhow, I like movies. I like watching classic movies. I don't know what you guys all like to watch. You can put it in the comments below, your favorite movies. That's what we can do, is favorite movies. I like the old classic movies. I love Alfred Hitchcock and The Birds and Marnie and Rear Window, Vertigo, and of course Psycho. I do like spooky movies. I'm a spooky movie fan. I like comedies, but I mostly like classics, and I'll be drawn to them, like Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. That I love that movie, and Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf. I don't know if any of you have ever watched that movie, but if you get a chance, it's with Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton. It's an older movie, but it's bizarre. It's it's one of those movies where you think, oh wow, did I just watch? It's not got parts in it that are. It's just really, it's a good movie though. I think it won Academy Awards. I'm not for sure. I also like Midnight Cowboy. My husband didn't care for that. I liked it. That was actually crazy, because now when you look at it, it's like, what? That was an X-rated movie back in the day. But I don't know why. I guess the content of it or whatever, what it was about. But it's a good movie. It's kind of sad. I like up-to-date movie. I like the other night, I think last weekend, we watched Shawshank Redemption, which we've seen that quite a few times, and it's sad every time. I cry every time I watch that movie. It's a good movie though. And there's so many movies. To Kill a Mockingbird, if I didn't mention that already. I like that one. I like, my aunt, when I was growing up, we had my aunt living with us. And for years, she was in the state mental hospital, and they got her released, and she lived with us. And all she did was sit upstairs, and she was harmless, and watch old movies. And on rainy days, believe it or not, back in that days even, we had a TV in our bedroom because of her. And we would go up there and watch movies with her. And, when we weren't at the club, I shouldn't even say that, swimming. But we would go upstairs and when we couldn't be outside and running around and stuff like that, and watch TV with her. And that's where I got my love, I think, of old movies, because I loved watching, those movies with her. And I passed that on to my daughter, who loves watching older classic movies. So my daughter is in her 30s and she just loves them. And now my granddaughters do too. So she's, showing them that they could watch some of those older movies and really actually enjoy, especially the Alfred Hitchcock ones. And some of them are a little, ooh, you might want not your kids to watch it, but I don't know what movie. We were looking for a movie on Showtime the other night, and none of them really appealed to me or my husband. I know that everybody's going to really, some of you people are going to think, oh my gosh, she's crazy. I don't like sci-fi. I'm not a Star Wars fan. It's all right. And everybody kicks me. My husband does not kicks me. My husband he just makes fun of me when I'm saying, when I say the first 3 Star Wars. And he goes, no. That's like, I don't know, what is it, 4, 5, and 6? That would be Star Wars, or the Return of the Jedi, The Empire Strikes Back. I think this Empire Strikes Back was that second or third? Anyhow, that's the ones I'm talking about. I do like them. I don't like the other ones. I'm not a big fan of those. I don't like, any of that stuff. I'm not a Star Trek fan or that kind of thing. I don't like spy movies, or anything like that. I'm not really into love stories either. About the most mushiest story that I like probably is like that movie at Christmas time called Love Actually, and I like that one. I do like that. I'm trying to think of any. I like Dirty Dancing. My husband doesn't. I like Titanic. It's not one that I'd want to watch again over and over, but I liked the old ones too, the old Titanic movies. And I have to cut some more mesh before I can go anywhere. This is where I'm headed. Since I only have white, I'm going to have to fill it in with a lot of color, let me tell you. And I got a lot of flowers around here I can do that with. And then I'm going to put this, if you can see that, I don't know if you can or not, but right here, and just kind of hang it up there. And then put flowers in it and whatnot. And these things, I really don't have a whole lot of anything. Excuse me. Bless you, Lori. Anyhow, it's getting old sitting in this house, but I don't know how much longer we have to do it. Hopefully not very much longer. So I guess I'll let you guys go, and we'll pick this back up tomorrow or the next day, and I'll be working on it probably, hopefully. I'm going to try to find some jewels so I can make, if I can show you over here. I don't know if I can. I hate moving you guys around because I don't know if I can do that or not. If I can show you without being, nope, I can't. Okay, now you're looking out my window. I don't know what you're seeing because I can't see. Okay, so I can't see. Anyhow, I am going to get off here and I know I've bored you enough. And just let me know down below what kind of movies you guys like to watch. I don't know, suggest some movies for me that I might not have saw, some old classic movies or even some new movies. You know, I've seen a lot of movies. I'm a movie buff. And so let me know what you like to watch and what movies you've seen and what ones you haven't, what ones you don't like or like. And you guys have a great day and stay inside, stay home, do not go out. And if you do, wear masks and gloves and wash your hands. Talk to you later. Bye.